A warm welcome to the Uxbridge History Show, and Ken Pearce is back again with a story about a visit by Prince Philip to Uxbridge.
Prince Philip came twice, actually. The first occasion was on June the 25th, 2002, when he and the Queen visited Uxbridge as part of their Golden Jubilee tour. Hundreds gathered in the town centre. The street had been decorated with bunting, and musicians, dancers, and acrobats had been booked to entertain the waiting crowds. The royal couple drove up Windsor Street and alighted from their car by the Market House to be greeted by the Deputy Lieutenant of Greater London and the Mayor, Mrs. Josephine Barrett. They were introduced to members of the local council, selected groups of school children, and members of the Hillingdon Arts Association. This was because the association had commissioned a statue for the town centre, showing a woman, two children, and a dog. It was the work of the sculptress Anita Lafford and had been named Anticipation. I think it was supposed to represent a family waiting for a father to come off a train. The statue had been covered on this occasion by a net containing blue and yellow balloons, so it was out of sight to everybody initially. But as 6 trumpeters from the RAF Central Band played a fanfare, the Queen used a pair of scissors to cut the net. The balloons rose into the air, and the statue was at last revealed, to general applause. The Queen and the Duke then went on a walk along the High Street, speaking to people in the crowd. For his part, the Duke made sure that small children in the packed crowd on the pavement were lifted to the front so they were able to see the Queen. And also the Duke ensured that other children carrying flowers were ushered forward to hand them over personally to Her Majesty. About noon, the royal couple left for a lunch at Gunnersbury Park, and 8 residents from the borough had been invited, including the Gazette writer Barbara Fisher. And of course, Barbara is still writing a weekly column in the newspaper today, and I have no doubt that she'll mention it in her column very soon. Thank you. Now, the second occasion when Prince Philip came to Uxbridge was in 2006, July 2006, when he came to Brunel University to renew his friendship with Professor Heinz Wolff. The Duke's interest in science meant that they had known one another for years. In 1983, Wolff had founded the Brunel Institute for Bioengineering, and he himself was among those researching the care needs of older people. He had officially retired, but he still attended the campus regularly and continued working, having the title Professor Emeritus by this time. The Duke's customised taxi drew up outside the building, and Wolff came to meet him on a walking frame with a scooter attached, which he himself had just invented. The university had decided to name the science building the Heinz Wolff Building, and so the Duke had come to unveil a plaque to that effect on the wall. The Duke said, "Everything that Heinz has said has been interesting, and funny, and sometimes both. In reply, the professor said, "It's a great honour for a university to name a building in one's own lifetime, but it may be a problem for the post office, since my address is now Heinz Wolf, Heinz Wolf." He went on to say, "I have known His Royal Highness for the best part of 40 years. He has two properties I have appreciated enormously: the twinkle of humour at the back of what's going on, and a quick understanding of anything explained to him." Heinz Wolf continued his good work, but passed away in 2017.
Thanks, Ken. Interesting stuff. I'll try and find a picture of Heinz Wolf's invention. That sounds interesting.
Yes.
Scooter attached to a walking frame.
A very inventive mind.
Right. Keep well, Ken, and we'll hopefully talk to you in a month's time or so. It'll be warmer then, we hope.
Right. Yes, thank you.
All right. Bye for now. Take care, Ken.